Hi, I'm Jan Herkosh with True Healthy Products and the Fuelless Generator. You can find us at fuellessgenerator.net if you're watching this on YouTube. So today we're going to look at the L-1500 Humless generator. And I've got one here. And we're going to go through a series of videos. But this first video is just to show you that when the package comes, you want to inspect the package. So I've got it here, and I'm just going to rotate it, and you'll be able to see it on one of the cameras, or both. And we want to just inspect the package as it arrives, making sure it hasn't been damaged in any form or fashion, no puncture, nothing leaking out of the unit. If you do receive a package like this that looks suspect to damage, please call us or wherever you bought your L-1500 or L-1300 from, and ask them what should be done. You got to keep in mind that this unit comes charged, sometimes with a full charge, sometimes not. But so that means that if the unit is leaking, or if there's been water damage or something, it could be someone could get electrocuted, knowing that the product, this device can put out 1,500 watts of power. That's a lot, and so just want to be really careful when you get the unit. So I've looked through the unit here, and you can see that I haven't it. I've opened just the top here. So I'm going to do the best I can to pull this out on camera. First thing you'll find is you have just a regular AC cable, and this will be the cable to use to charge the unit with a regular AC from your wall or some sort of generator device. So I'll put that aside. Now I've just used a couple hand tools, pair of scissors, and a little knife here to open up this unit. Took out the packing slip. There's a hazardous material slip here. I'll pull this out too, and this is just the protocol for shipping the unit, because again, it does contain lithium-ion batteries, and it can be hazardous if someone is mishandling the products. So I'll take that out. So I'm just going to pull this top piece off, put that away, and now you can't see it from this angle, but I can see the generator here, and I'm looking at the face of it. I'm going to tip it over to this camera, and we can see real briefly that the unit, there's nothing leaking, there's nothing going on here that's suspect. So I'm going to pull out the foam pads around the unit so I can get my hands on it. It's got a plastic bag around it. And I'm sure this doesn't make for a great video, but we're going to try and slide the unit right out of the box. And there it is, sort of out. I'm going to put this box down back behind me here, and what you do have in the bottom, and I'll just kind of I'll move this over here. You can see it's just a carrying strap, and it looks like the strap bolts or nuts to tie the strap on. We'll put that on later. So we got that off. So here's the unit. Now if I kind of just toggle it around, you can see that it looks like an aluminum type case. It's got little legs in the bottom, and you've got these 4 ventilation fans, and you want to, during use, you want to make sure that you have good airflow through here to keep the unit safe from overheating. So I'm just going to pull some of this wrap off it, and we'll stand the unit up. It's a little awkward on this table, even though it weighs in at 33 pounds. You just got to be careful with the unit. So now I got it out of the bag, got all this stuff off, and we can again turn the unit, inspect it, just make sure there's nothing, no damage. It feels dry. The face of the unit over here, if I tilt it over, you can see the face of the unit doesn't look like it's been dinged or hit. There's nothing that would, to me, that would indicate anything's wrong with the unit. It looked like it shipped well. And I'll topple the unit this way a little bit just to make sure underneath. And there you have it. So the unit itself looks to be in pretty good shape as far as getting in the mail. Okay, so if you bought just the unit, that's unpacking of just the 1500. And if you bought a bundle, which is a getting the L-1500, and in this other little package here, I'm going to open this up real quick. And this is the an extender cable that comes with when you bundle a package, or it can be bought separately. And this is a DC cable, which I'm kind of just going to fold it a bit here, and you'll see it's this unique connector here. And this connector is the exact and only connector that should be used. I'll pull it in here, as you can see, red and black. And we'll see that this will be used for charging the unit, and it can only go in one way, red and black. And that'll fit right into here. And then the other end of this cable is going to fit nicely into the 100-watt foldable solar panel that I'm going to pull up and open up as well. And this allows you, this extender cable allows you to get the unit, or get the solar panel outside, whether it's outside your porch, outside your garage, like we're in a garage right now, and keep the unit out of the weather. You don't want the unit in the rain. Again, it's electric, so you wouldn't run outside with a hairdryer and use it. Same thing, this is a very powerful inverter, if you will, and DC power source that you want to make sure that you keep it dry, and when you store it, keep it in the home or in a garage somewhere safe from the weather. So that's the DC cable. This is the Humless unit. I'm going to slide that right over here a little bit on our table. There's the cable. I have a manual here. We'll be looking at this and talking about this as we turn on the unit, test it, run it, charge it. The panel, this comes in a unique box. This comes in a box, and this. So if you're buying the bundle, and if you get the hand crank, it would come in another box as well. So this is the panel. Again, I'm going to just look before I totally take it out of the package. Do I see any puncture holes? Is there anything here that warrants any red flags saying, oh boy, this thing got abused in shipping? At this point, I see nothing that indicates that. UPS got it here safely, as they normally do. So what I'm going to do is try and slide this unit. Actually, what I'm going to do real quick is just take the Humless and put it down behind me, and this cable as well behind me, and give myself a little bit of room in this bench to slide out the panel, and we'll have a look at that and make sure that it looks like it arrived safely as well. So again, it's in this foam packaging. So I'm going to pull this off, and there you can see, here's one of the panels. It all looks safe. It's got a hard surface to it. There's part of the solar panel, and it's in a nice aluminum case. I'm going to pull it right out, turn it over, and we're going to look over here to this camera. We can probably look at that other camera. I don't know whether it sees it, but I know this one here does. The panel looks nice. And so what I'm going to do is just pull this to the side for a second, throw that down, keep this on my workbench, and you got a couple little clasps here. I'm going to open it up and just make sure everything looks okay. And there you go. So these fold out, so you can adjust this and set it up in the, so out in your yard or wherever you are, your porch area, and get the best direction to the sun. The solar panel is going to be a very unique and fantastic way to charge your Humless when there's sun. I'm gonna let this down. You'll see here, real quick, I'll just point this out. I'll grab the cable, and this camera can see it here. So there's the Anderson cable. So there's a short run of Anderson coming from the solar panels, but it's really not that functional. That's why this extender cable is going to make an awful lot of sense. So we can plug this in and get our extension to our unit. So the panel looks good. So I'm just going to get this off the bench. I'm going to close that up. And in further videos, we're going to be using this, actually. Now, I live in Florida, and so we're in good shape with sun most of the time. So I'm just going to set this panel down down here out of the way for a few minutes.